Okay, we're going to do a little test here. Right now, I'm on my Tascam Mixcast 4 with my F-Deuce SL40. These make a little noise. These mics are set up over here for when I have guests doing interviews and stuff, and I just keep them here. And it makes things a whole lot simpler for me than trying to tear down and set up every time. Today, got something different. I've got a Rugsty, I don't know, 2i2, which is obviously a knockoff for Focusrite 2i2. This is the back, and I know you can't see it very good, but you've got line outs left and right to connect to a monitor. You got a USB-C connection to connect to your computer, and a on-off for 48-volt power supply. On the front, again, I know you can't see it well. My lighting is not set up for this. Over here, got two XLR ports or line ports, quarter-inch or combo jacks with their own volume knobs. And you can switch them to line or instrument. You got gain control for each one, output control for the monitors, and mono or stereo switch right here, and then your headphone volume here, and down here you've got a quarter-inch earphone jack, which I'm going to put an adapter in because I don't think I've got a quarter-inch earphone. I'll show you the box. No big deal. It's a box. Comes with some documentation. Nothing special. You can tell I'm not a person that normally does this stuff. It comes with a USB A to C that's roughly 1 meter. And I'm making more noise. It also has a USB A to C adapter in case your computer only has USB-C. Now, what I'm going to do, I know you're all thrilled. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set this thing up. It's not a big deal. And I'm going to test it with a mic I happen to have here. And I may change that. I'm going to have to unplug these headphones from the Mixcast over to so you know there's a power indicator. See the red light? There's also an indicator for when you turn on 48-volt phantom power. I know I'm making some of you crazy here. This is not exciting. All right. I'm going to connect a mic to it. I got a Zoom ZDM1 sitting here, and I'm going to hook it up to input 1. And bear with me. I'm going to move my headphones said it was. And I'm going to switch from the Mixcast over to the Rugsty. And we're hoping that this is going to work. I have no idea how this is going to sound. So we'll see. I don't even know if you can hear me. I can't. My headphones aren't making the connection. I'd like to think this is working, but I can't tell them. I'll be right back. Switching headphones. We'll see if that makes a difference. All adapters are not made the same. So, I wonder if this is working. Make sure I got my... Makes a difference. Makes a difference if you got your settings right. So I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Now, whoa, wow. I could hear that. Okay. This literally, I plugged this in to see if it came on and did everything it's supposed to. It did. But I didn't really test it. So now we're giving it a try. We'll see how it does. This thing's about 1/5 the cost of my Mixcast or my Zoom B8. It's about half the cost of the Focusrite 2i2, which it stole its looks and everything from, even stole the name. But there's no processing, there's no adding any bass or de-essing or any of that. So we're giving it a shot. Tell you what, I think I'm going to see if I can connect the F-Deuce to it. And again, I'll be coming back to listen to all this later and see what I think. So now I've got the F-Deuce hooked to it. And I've turned the volume down on the Zoom completely. And I'm using probably 90% of the gain control. This does not have as much gain as my Mixcast or my Zoom. But I don't need it for these mics. It's just they're not that hungry. While I'm playing around, I'm going to connect this cheapy pile. Looks pretty, but it's really a cheap mic. I did try this on a CAD E40, which is a condenser mic, and it worked fine. It took a little more volume than what I was used to. All right, I'm going to switch over to the pile here. We'll see if this works. 1, 2, 1, 2. Whoa. All right. I don't know how that's working. I've got almost as much gain as I had on the SL40. You notice the plosives on this mic are absolutely horrible. You can't breathe close to it. But I just wanted to try it and see if it worked. Okay. Take you back to the Zoom. And again, we're running 85-90% of the gain. I like the Zooms. I don't like them as well as I do the F-Deuce. The F-Deuce, I think, is a better mic. The noise floor on these, the noise on these gains are a little rough, but they work. And again, like I said, when you think of the price, this seems to give perfectly acceptable sound at a much reduced price. While we're doing this, which one am I on? While we're doing this, I'm going to try switching back on the headphones and see how badly I screwed up before. I'd like to, yeah, works. If the dummy running the controls knows what he's doing, this thing's got a chance. This works. It's small. It's portable. It runs off of USB bus power, so can't complain about that part. And I think, while not great, it has acceptable sound levels for 1/5 the price of these others, and some proper mic technique where you're not doing this. They're not bad. It'll work. It'll go into my arsenal, so to speak. All right. Was that fun? Did anybody get anything out of it? I didn't. Okay. I'm going to get out of here. I've talked longer than I meant to, but I gave myself a pretty good test to check on. I'll go back and listen.